Alright guys, here we go. Hey y'all, it's Yugi, and I was requested by a friend of mine to record me playing Istaria, Chronicles of the Gifted. This game is about 10 years old, and as you can see, it's got some pretty neat looking graphics. I'm in a town called New Trismus, though some people say Tremis, I don't know why. My dragon's name is King Blue Eyes, and as you can see, he's solid white. I'm paying homage with his name to my OC, Saffron, on Tumblr. So, yeah. I think if anyone wanted to play this game, Kaiba and Joey would definitely love playing this game because, reason, dragons. It's what's left of New Tremis. It's been a while since I've been here, and as you can see, there isn't very many people on today. There are some on, but not very many. That's Steward Pratt McGrubbin. He's the head dude you go to in the here in town. Basically, this game is fun. It gives you interesting quests. You can do pretty much anything. Here you can talk to people, you can roleplay. Here, I'll give you guys a better camera angle so you can actually see what my dragon looks like. King Blue Eyes is my hatchie. It's what we call hatchlings. As you can see, he's a blue eyes, and yes, ironically, he is a blue eyes white dragon. The head design is known as the fin head design, which I personally love using because it suits better with the body style of the way they did the dragons. As you can see, there's only one other character on today, which really isn't that bad, but it's fun when there's more people. I guess I could exit and show you guys the character creation, which I might do that anyway. So, this is just the beginning town that you start once you're past up to level 5. You can leave Scoutcar, which is the beginning area you start as a dragon. You can leave once you're like past level 3, but my suggestion is leaving when you're past level 5. Because the monsters here are actually pretty tough. I think the highest level is like maybe 9 or 10. I'm not for sure. I'm going to go ahead and sit down. And I'm going to exit and then reload the game. So I'll probably end up pausing the video once I do so. And we're back. I'm so sorry, folks. Apparently we can't create. I can't show you the creation page without totally recreating my dragon, and yeah, it's pretty bad. The first quest you want to do is Geoff, and he's in here. Oh hey, there's somebody else here. Serenity Pride Paw. Hey, it's a Saurus. Oh my god, they're so short. Yeah, that right there is a Saurus. It's a cat person. And their hometown looks almost like ancient Egypt. So it feels pretty at home for someone who's a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Right now I'm talking to Geoff. My suggestion is going to him first before you start doing your other quests. That way, and get his quest out of the way, that way you can get a cargo disc. And the cargo discs will help you out immensely. Especially when you're gathering stuff. What you do is you have to take these 5 caramelized wolf ears to a lady down here at the mill. Well, it's not really a mill. She's chopping wood. And, you know, she doesn't like being by herself. While I'm up here, I'm going to go ahead and bind myself to this altar here. There used to be a tree here, but I guess they chopped it down to build this new altar. I'd rather be bound to that one, so that way, just in case I do end up dying, which is a possibility once you're in New Trismus. Anyway, what I was saying about the lady. You take these caramelized wolf ears to her, come back to Geoff, and he will give you a cargo disc. Like I was saying, having a cargo disc is a blessing because it'll help you in the long run, especially when you're crafting. That way you have an extra thing to carry your stuff. Because your inventory doesn't really, hold that much, especially when you're a baby. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Now, coming this way, there aren't really any monsters down here. Unless you keep traveling down the road. Near the windmill. And you run into a couple of Trents. Which you aren't really supposed to. I don't, anyway. Right here is where she's located. Her name's Ellen, or Elena. She's a gatherer trainer. She's useful if you're a human, but, you know, being that I'm a dragon, I don't have to worry about gathering. So now I can just hit the recall button. Yeah, I haven't really figured out how to get rid of that screen yet. So, and that recalling takes you back to the place that you're bound to, which is where I'm at. And I'm right back in New Trismus. Making sure that you're bound to someplace actually saves you a lot of trouble. And it helps you out immensely. This video is probably only going to be maybe 20 minutes long. I really don't want to make it too long because, like I said, I've got other videos that I'm going to do. Because I kind of need to do a few other things, redo a few other things. Let's see here. Oh, there he is. Honestly, I hate being left alone, but, you know. And there we go. There's the cargo disc. Now, if you talk to Selena, open your vault. This is what I do. I always open my vault and put in the stuff that I'm not going to be using. Like, for example, that. I'm going to keep my sandstone bricks, just in case, you know. And if you want, I suggest going to the crafting dragon first, because she makes... Oh, I just ran into a wall. That's a pain in the ass when you run into a wall. Going to the crafting dragon trainer first here in New Trismus is so much easier than going to the adventure one first. I prefer to go to the crafting one first, because, you know, that way you can learn a few things, like a few spells, or a spell. But they've totally redone everything. They've walled off New Trismus to where you can't go anywhere until you're like a high enough level, I think. I don't know if that wall opens up once you get to a certain level or whatnot, but we'll find out eventually. And that's if I decide to continue on this dragon. Of course, once you're an adult, it really won't matter. Okay, this is Kieran. She is the dragon craft trainer here in New Trismus. She's a level 60. I think she's a real pretty dragon because she's like all different shades of red and purple. And her quest, you have to make spell shards. So locate the sandstone fields near the pond. Now, that's Pratt's Pond, and I know where that's at. I don't really like going out there because you have to get past all these. You have to get past these gruntlets and spiders. And there used to be deer here, but as you can see, the deer are gone, which sucks. I know there are a lot of rookies who would like to kill deer just for the fun of it. I suggest killing the ones in Scout-Car. You won't get any experience, but it's still fun to kill. You know, we're dragons. What'd you expect? But yeah, as you can see the wall kind of protects the city, I guess. What's left of New Trismus. I have pictures on my Facebook of when this city used to be whole. And as you can see, a lot of damage has been done. Those trees are practically dead. That one is too, actually. And you can't really sit there anymore where the book used to be. And they don't have the other person, I forgot her name. She was an elf. And you could get all sorts of stuff from her. The only building you can really sit on now is this one. And you can't really sit in that tree anymore. I mean, you could, but I used to like sitting in that tree. But to get to Pratt's Pond, you have to go out this way. You won't have to fight anybody, but it's still kind of scary, especially when you see... I mean, if I go up that hill, I mean, I'm sure I could probably see all those dead things, but I ain't moving. There's some dead trees. There's Renash. She's a guardian. Oh, they're still there. Yep, cows are still there. Of course, now he has a house there. He used to not have a house. Now he has a house. Weird. Like I said, a lot of things have changed since I've been on this game. So, it's interesting. As you can see, wild gruntlets, they don't really attack you. Unless you attack them. Which is totally understandable. I'm actually glad that they don't attack me because they're higher leveled than I am right now. Because like I said, I'm only a level 5 right now, and these guys are like 6 and 7s. So yeah. This is the clothing creator for humans. The stone quarry is up here, and as you can see, it's kind of creepy. It's surrounded by spiders, spider webs and shit, and they've got like all sorts of spiders. See, there's a spider right there. I'll admit I'm not a fan of spiders, but you have to run up this way in order to get the bonus point XP for the finding the stone field. But as you can see, it's changed massively, and there's all these Ugh. I do not like spiders, period. Okay. Now, what you do, I always, left click first to bring up the little thing. And then right click to equip it. I'm going to turn the camera. That was weird. Thing kind of floats behind you, and they won't attack you while you're... Whoa! Hi! That just appeared out of nowhere. Okay. I don't know if you folks saw that, but that was another hatchie. The way it just appeared like that was kind of creepy, but you know, it was random. Yeah. I dare say that really that scared the I'm gonna say right now, that scared the crap out of me. I was not expecting to see another hatchie right there, and he just appeared out of nowhere. And apparently, but you have to gather enough to get I think to make 10 spell shards. And but like I said, the creatures here, they won't attack. And there he is again. But they won't, I guess they won't attack unless you attack them. Sorry. But it takes 5 stone bricks to make 1 spell shard. So I'm probably going to fill this thing up to max. So that way I can so I won't have to make a lot of trips. And I know that was kind of weird seeing another hatchie. Like I said, it's been a while since I've seen different hatchies, and apparently that one was white as well. All white dragon, just like me. It would have been nice if it just said hi and not whatever that sound was. It's going to take a while to gather all this stuff, because if you do the math, I think 100 bricks. I gotta do the math right. Let's see. It takes 5 to make 1. I have to make 10. So it would say 50, but that would make 5. So it takes about 100 at least. Like I said, I'm probably gonna go max. That way I'll have enough to make I wonder where that hatchie went off to. At first I thought that was an adult, but then I saw it was a hatchie. I was like, oh, it's a hatchling. That's funny. And they spook me sometimes, because they can just appear out of nowhere. And it's like, oh my god. You know, if it's friend or foe. It's just, this game does that. It's interesting. I'm not really a fan of spiders, so that's why I try to avoid. Let's see. We have to look around. I have to look around to see where any more sandstone is exposed. As you can tell, we kind of run kind of funny, but not in a bad way. But once you have enough, you can go and create the spell shards, and then if you have to get more, you can. It's just right down that road, so. Like I said, I'm probably going to fill this up to capacity. That'll probably maybe get me enough to make only either 1 or 2 trips. Turn the camera back around where it's behind me. What sucks is that it looks like the trees, those dead tree things, are kind of blocking the almost blocking the stone quarry, but doesn't look like it. It just, I guess it gives the illusion of it blocking the stone quarry. Like I said, I'm just glad that they don't attack while you're in the midst of gathering. I don't like it when creatures do that. It just leaves you unprotected, and it's like, really? That's why if you're ever in a hostile area where you have to gather things, make sure you take somebody with you. That way, that way you can't end up dying because the creatures will be too distracted by your friend to pay attention to you. Probably stop when this one goes down. When I finish this one off. Sadly, you can't port from here or glide, so. I mean, you could. You just have to take off your cargo disc so you can port or glide, and I prefer to take it off, that way I can. Okay, and let me see here. Yeah, the cargo disc kind of slows you down a bit. Yeah, but 35. I don't think that's enough, though. I think you have to have like 50 or something or another. It's like only made 35, which I've got 40, so I think that'll make 8. If I did the math right, it only makes 8. Yeah, it'll take about. Yeah, that means I'll have to get 2 more, which means I'll have to get 10 more. Oh, there really was another dragon. I'm gonna have to get two more. Wonder where they're at. I thought I saw, I see him, his thing there, but I don't see him. Woo! I ran past the exposure. I tend to do that. Sometimes you just tend to overshoot things, and it just happens. I'd probably stop at 50. That'll give me some extra, I guess. There he is. An old white dragon. You just see, it's interesting because you can see dragons who choose the same color scheme as you, and it's kind of funny. Though I don't think his eyes are blue, though, like mine. I could be wrong. But, you know, it's nice to know that there's other players on today. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, a lot of things have changed since I started playing this game. The brown spider hatchlings are no longer called that. I guess they're called brown spiders now. Which is a little weird. I think it's weird, to be honest, but that's just me. I'm weird by default, so. You know, you would think I would have named my dragon something along the lines with Yugi in it. Well, I decided not to. I decided to pay homage to, as I said before, pay homage to my OC on Tumblr, Saffron Silverlance. So, that's what I did. I don't know how many I'll be able to... Ooh, 10, right? Which would equal 2 more. If I did that right. I think I did it right. Don't quote me on it, but I think I did it right. I think I did the math right. Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My grandfather just got home. He's getting ready to go back to work anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and recall and go back to Kieran. So. And we're back in New Christmas. Oops. Hang on, I gotta fix the camera. There we go. Like I said, as you can see, there's not very many people on. I've only seen one person on so far. 2 technically if you count Whoopi, but I think he just stands there. I haven't seen, or Wooby, sorry, Whoopi. I haven't really seen, there's the other one. See, there's the white dragon right there. Loopy Moonsnake. Interesting last name. But you can just see random dragons or creatures playing this game. You know, exploring. Oop! Ignore the phone. It's probably nobody important. Alright, now we get to learn to craft Prime Bolt. This is a really good spell to have when you're a beginning. Let's see. It's always good to describe the spell as soon as you learn it. I always put my spells in a different hotkey box because it makes it easier. And I've leveled up. Alright. I think what I'm going to do, since it's after 30 minutes, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop recording. So if you guys have any more questions or want me to do any more recordings, just let me know. You know, pop me a line or something. And I only do a couple of games, so I guess that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna get back up to New Christmas and sit down, and then I'll get off.
I may go over to the bank as soon as I get off work, because they still have a drive-through.
Okay. Sorry, that was my grandmother. But like I said, if you guys want to play this game, it's really fun to play once you get the basics down. I figured.
So I'm not going to worry about it. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Good evening.
I'll see you later.
Yeah. If you go in bed, you lock this door.
But anyway, if you guys want to play, it is, you can have a 2-week trial to play as any other race aside from human, and if you decide to keep playing, it's only $10 a month, which really isn't that bad. But here's my dragon, King Blue Eyes.